Hello everyone. Today I would like to read out the third chapter titled The Inner Turmoil from my manuscript The Map and the Eraser. This story is entirely fictional. Any resemblance to real person, living or dead, or to actual events is purely coincidental. I'll read out the story. The children attended one class after another without interacting much with each other. Each of them seemed lost in their own world or buried in the study material placed in front of them. The teachers also did not leave much time between classes for conversations. The school functioned like the clock hanging on the wall, precise, disciplined, and constantly moving forward without wasting a moment. Raju occasionally looked at Aaron and Calvin. They smiled politely, yet something was missing in that smile. There was courtesy, but very little warmth. It seemed as if these children already understood the subtle rules of diplomacy. Everything looked calm on the surface, yet there was a faint tension beneath that smile. Otherwise, why would they feel so uncomfortable talking to one another? At around 3 p.m., the school bell rang. The students quietly left their classroom and walked towards the exit. Raju's driver was already waiting near the school gate. Cars were neatly lined up in the parking area, and children living in the larger diplomatic colony slowly dispersed towards their home. Raju opened the gate of his house. Renuka was sitting in the living room reading a book as if she had been waiting for him. "Hi, Amma," Raju said. Renuka looked up and smiled. "Hi, how was your day? How's your new school?" "Usual, Amma," Raju replied without much excitement. Renuka closed her book and placed it on the table. "Did you make any new friends?" "Friends?" Raju hesitated. I'm supposed to buddy up with Aaron and Calvin, the American and the French." Renuka looked at him thoughtfully. "American and French? Or just students like you?" Raju remained silent. "Amma, I'll freshen up. I'm hungry," he said. Renuka said, "Go get ready. I'll keep your snacks ready." Raju returned quickly, had his food, and spent some time playing indoor games. Later, he went for a walk around the diplomatic enclave, still exploring the colony. He noticed a few of his classmates around, but they barely acknowledged each other. Soon he returned home. Like a disciplined student, without being reminded, he began revising the lessons taught in school that day. After some time, Ravikant returned from work. The family spent a quiet evening together. It had been a smooth and peaceful day. The next morning followed the same routine at school. Mrs. Mehta entered the classroom and continued the geography lesson. She had much to explain about the world and its continents. The students, however, had even more to contribute because of their travel experiences. Gradually, the class became interactive. The teacher provided bookish knowledge, while the students already knew how valleys, rivers, deserts, and mountains looked in reality. Understanding the physical features of the continents and the boundaries between the countries was easy for them. They had seen much of the world with their own eyes, but little Raju was tired of these constant separation between countries and the difference they created. Like other children, he had lived in many nations and had witnessed the complication that borders often carried. Yet the labels remained firmly planted in their lives: American, French, Indonesian, Chinese, Indian. On the surface, Raju appeared to be perfect diplomat's son, but deep inside, was there a quiet conflict growing within him? At the end of the class, Mrs. Mehta appreciated the students for their knowledge of the world. Then she announced the assignment for the month. Your assignments are: draw a world map and create a model of the globe in the most innovative way you can. The students wrote down the details and submission dates in their school diaries. Mrs. Mehta added, "In the second part of the assignment, each one of you will explain the method you use to make your model. You can also share any thoughts you may have." Raju immediately began thinking about the model. He was not very good at drawing, so he thought perhaps he could use tracing paper to create an accurate map. With these thoughts, the period ended and the day continued as usual. When the bell rang at 3 p.m., Raju was on his way home in the car. On the ride back, he kept thinking about the geography assignment and how he could design the most innovative model. Many ideas flashed through his mind. He quietly played with those ideas as the car moved towards home. That's all for the day. Do let me know your thoughts about the story by writing in the comment section. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.